everybody, welcome back to Kinfolk Farms. This is Shane. Thought I'd walk you around a little bit and show you some things we've been doing. Not much going on. I was going to mulch all my fruit trees this morning. I was going to give them some mulch and wrap them. We got the deer eating them up pretty bad. And but the tractors tore up, computer problems. I had to take it up there this morning and drop it off. But I'll show you some things around here. We're doing our muscadines. These first two rows right here. These first two rows we planted last year and they're just doing great. They're doing great. We got them on irrigation. We turned it on this morning. I'll see if I can show you. We got little muscadines going in there. And they're just all the way through here. Looking great. We're so excited. These are the first muscadines on our vines. Like I say, we just planted them last year. And they're just doing great. They're all in there. All in there. But they're doing great. We got two rows. Two rows of these. Excuse me. I'm still beating this cold back. Two rows. We planted four others. Four other rows this past fall. And they're doing okay. We run our chicken tractors through here this summer. We ran our chicken tractors through here this summer, and I'm not sure if with all that chicken poop and fertilizer, I don't know if I burned a bunch of them up or what, but they did not do too good. They're rebounding, but I lost about 7. I'll replant them this fall, but they're doing okay. We put them on irrigation. Let me show you this irrigation. I got it running now. And I'll water these two rows one day and then water the other 4 the next. But this little irrigation, these are half gallon per hour nipples. So you run 2 per plant, so you're giving your plant a gallon per hour of water. With no runoff, it just gives it just enough time to seep into the ground without wasting a ton of water. And you can regulate how often or how much water you want to give it, just, by watching the clock. I love them. We put them on all 6 rows. Turkeys, they have given this thing up. Given this little tractor up, and they have taken up with the chickens. Duck, 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 duck. Try to get him to gobble. But they're doing great. They stay right here with the chickens. Doing great. Of course, you want them to gobble, they won't gobble. This is our little guest house, or just little, my son was staying here. This is where visitors or whatever, we don't know if we want to use it as a rental or what, but I planted a whole bunch of plums in here, and these jokers, these deer have already come out here and jumped on this one. I only put the fence half high thinking that they wouldn't come in here. I'd only have to keep the chickens out, but they got in. They just jumping this little fence. I knew that. I assumed that they would. But we have 10. Let's see. We have 10 plum trees all around. We got 5 on the outside, 5 on the inside. Right here with our bees, but they're doing great. I tell you, plums, I love them. They grow so fast. Those on the outside we planted last year, and they have they're 8 foot high. They're giant. And these on the inside we just planted in this past fall, and I mean, these suckers don't stop growing. They're fantastic. I love them. Yeah, here's where one of the deer, this plum here, that one down there, the very end, this one, and that one down on that very end had just been jumped on. I took the fence down thinking, and put them to smaller trees thinking the deer wouldn't bother them, and it wasn't a week. They had just jumped on them. They jumped on them and just took all them bottom limbs down. Took all the bottom limbs, but we got some random trees out here. Apple trees, another apple tree, and that one down there is a sawtooth oak. Let me show you this. This down here is a sawtooth oak. These are my favorite oak trees for the fact they grow super fast. I want to do a video on these things. We just started this year, me and my grandson, planting them, growing them from acorns. It's really neat. These things grow super fast, and they're just a deer hunter's tree. They say they average 3 foot a year, and I mean they just rain acorns every single year. And I love them. I love them. We got, I forget, 80 acorns we planted. I got another one planted way down there in the corner. And then my apple trees are way down there. I'm going to show you all these here in just a second. But we planted about 80 acorns this fall, and they are just awesome. I'll show you all a video of those later. But we're going to do that every year, plant about 80 to 100 every year. All right, we got our mulch delivered this week. I'm ready to play with that. Like I say, the tractor's down. And the sunflowers are whittling down. They're going down. But that's okay. The birds are going to love it. The bees had their part of it, and see what the birds will do with it. We'll walk down here. I don't know if y'all can hear that tractor. They're logging all these woods beside my pasture over here. They're logging all that out. Man, I really hate it. But what do you do? I'll take you down here and show you the apple trees. Alright, here's my little... These are my apple trees. We have, what is it, 3, 6, 7 here. A couple up on the hill there. And then the ones we planted a couple of months ago, we just have them scattered all over our little food plots and stuff, all in the woods and around the edges of the pastures. Like I say, where the sunflowers are, there's the mulch. Sunflowers, I have them going the whole length of the field all the way to the top of the pasture. I just have them, I had some chestnut trees and apple trees dotted all the way up along the fence line. And then where the pigs are, I have a bunch of apple trees going around the pig pen, so later on, hopefully later on they grow, help shade the pigs a little bit, and drop apples for them. That'd be great. They're just apples we want, if we eat. Grab some every now and then, but mostly when they drop, pig got a little food, and it'd be fun. Why not? I don't know if you can hear these guys, but they are just tearing these woods up. But these are apple trees, and they're doing great. We just planted these last year, and they're doing really good. My thing, like I say, all this stuff, we've only been here 3 years. We bought 18 acres, and going on 3 years, and we are learning so much, off YouTube, of course. My thing is the pruning. I got to learn how to prune these things a lot better this fall. I'm so scared I'm going to over prune them, and you just hear so much on YouTube about what to do, and it's just I don't know, I probably overthink everything, but I love them. All right, here's some of our blueberries. They're looking good. Like I say, this winter, I'm going to plant about 30 more. These over here, I'll show you these in a minute. I'm going to show you, they're doing good. They're really doing good. They got a lot of blueberries on. I need to pick those and take them in the house. They're really doing good. I only have a few. The deer, we didn't fence them when we first moved in. We planted them, and I had a couple more, and the deer just eat them up. Got some figs, a few figs. Deer don't bother the figs. For some reason, I didn't have any problems with the figs. Let me show you guys these trees. These are pretty neat. We just got these this summer. These are fruit salad trees. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of them. I was hoping they would take. I wasn't sure. But these are called fruit salad trees. It's peach tree, and they graft them with nectarines, plums. Every limb has a different variety of fruit. And some I noticed didn't take. Some didn't take. I don't think this one took. But this one's starting to hold on. But every branch is a different fruit. That's an apricot, birch peach. Let's see. The Alberta peach, Another peach and a nectarine. They just have a little everything. Some have plums, some have peaches, but they're really neat. Really, really cool. Just cleaned out the strawberry patch this morning. Weeded it and cut a lot of the runners off. We had runners everywhere. And strawberries just stopped putting out. I don't know if it's because they were trying to support all the runners or what. Let's see. Bees are doing great. I'm going to get into these guys. I'm going to make a video with these guys tomorrow when my son-in-law's home. And we can't close out a video without showing the pigs. And they are getting big. I took all the scraps from the garden and gave it to these guys, and they were just demolishing them earlier. But they are putting on some pounds. These are a Hampshire, Yorkshire, Berkshire cross. And the guy we got them from, their mother was a little over 600 pounds. She was a giant. And these guys are supposed to be really, really big meat pigs. And they are doing fantastic. Alright, let me see if I can turn this around. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Do me a favor and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And we'll try to keep putting out some great videos for you. Something hopefully will keep you interested in. Maybe you'll learn something. And you guys comment and tell me if there's something I'm doing wrong. I listen. We had a lady from Canada, Tammy from Canada. She told me about my pigs. Texted me and said, why do you keep the food in there? And we just never thought anything about it. And the very next day she messaged me. They didn't knock it over, but as soon as I lifted that lid, first of all, black one, the male, he bit me in the back of the leg, and then she knocked the feed over. So we learned to keep the feed outside. Now we can just scoop it and put it right in the trough, right at the door. So it just makes it so much easier. Yeah, thanks for that, Tammy. I wish I'd known soon. All right, guys, appreciate it. Thanks again.